Previously on Roxy RSMP Reborn.
What is that?
Faye.
Huh? What is this?
Get out. Yeah. Kindly don't talk about that to anyone.
Guess that's just shocking. I didn't know that. That was. Huh.
And you weren't supposed to know.
No one wants to team up with you. They can't trust you anymore.
Point of you saying all that? You're saying that because
You're gonna lose. And we're gonna win.
let me tell you a story, Roxy. With one mere spell, I was able to wipe them out. Some of the corpses were still smiling. So I suggest you listen to your fear and back down, because you'd have no idea of the thing you are messing with.
She killed the whole town. You know, that's impressive. The only other person I've seen do that is myself. I could use that power. I need to find her. Faye! Faye! Where are you? Where'd you go?
Over
There you are.
here?
There.
Why were you over there? I thought you were over by your little house thing. What?
I have a tunnel under my house.
You do? Oh, well, anyway.
One you will
yes?
never know. Well, we need to talk somewhere where we can guarantee there'll be no prying ears.
All right. Where do you want to talk?
Back at my house.
Ash?
Hey, Roxy. Been a minute.
Can we, talk upstairs?
Sure.
Okay.
Come on.
Thought you didn't want me there anymore.
I did at the moment, but it was a moment where my emotions took over, in a moment where they shouldn't have.
Okay.
You can come down. Close the trapdoor.
So, you know how Faye's been kind of in a descent to madness?
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, she just revealed to me something horrendous.
I would, like what?
She apparently killed an entire town when she was 15. Trying to reveal to me how she would win. But I mean, the whole server's against her besides Nokia. I don't even know where Nokia's stance is at this point, because I haven't seen him in forever.
Can't go in there. Let's see, we'll go with the chickens. They might, or chicken, might muffle us a little bit.
Hi, buddy. Okay. What do you want to talk about?
But
The whole thing is really weird.
also, like, I don't know, she just ran away. Like, I don't know where she ran to.
It's just weird because she just wasn't like this at all when we met.
As kids.
Oh yeah. Just when we were younger, she was just very nice to everyone, and like treated everyone with just respect. She was just nice to everyone, everything, really. I remember like there would be points where I'd be getting like maybe upset with someone else, and then she would just like calm both of us down before we actually did anything. Like she hated the idea of like fighting and violence and that sort of thing when I knew her. But I suppose
That's not
after
the Faye we know now.
I suppose after whatever she's been through changed her, I guess.
I overheard you talking with Roxy.
I mean, I was just mad at him. What about it?
Heard you talk about your strength,
Oh, yeah.
your abilities.
Yeah. What about them? Them being, great.
Well, that's exactly it. They're
Hmm?
great.
If it was an
I can-
accident, that'd be different, but
I mean, did she say why she did?
she did it because I think they were like attacking her or something. But because she got in trouble for using her magic, probably evilly.
I remember just because of the type of magic she was interested in, everyone always assumed stuff like that about her.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, killing a whole town is kind of a little party trick I like to pull every now and then. But why you talking about it with me? I'm still confused. There's something I'm missing.
You saw the room
Yeah.
when you shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Like even if she didn't do anything a lot of the times, but she'd be accused of just like horrible things, like being a part of this like one like blood cult thing. I remember that's something that got thrown at her a lot when we were younger.
There's a blood cult?
Yeah, I'd rather not go into it, but I don't know a lot about it, but
Well, I don't think it's here because we would have heard a lot more news about it.
yeah, but like they just threw that name around at her a lot,
I
and
mean, that does suck, but like, still.
like I can understand why she'd be upset, but I don't know.
There's no reason to destroy entire villages. Like, not necessarily everyone in the village was the reason for your capture. Like, what about all the children that could have been in that village? She killed them too? Probably. She barely even takes care of the animals in her pet shop. She's really just that cruel. She fed them just today after like these weeks and weeks of her being in there, in her house.
I think you should know how powerful that kind of magic can be. I mean, that is if you have learned about it.
Well, I have heard about the Blood Coven.
I also don't know how to feel about Nokia. Is he to be trusted? It's getting more and more suspicious by the day.
I didn't know. I was gonna say I don't really know any of them aside Faye too well, but it doesn't feel like I even know her really anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. I remember just coming out of the Nether and just all you guys talking about all this like war and stuff like that. I had no. I still don't know a lot about it, but
Yeah.
that just doesn't sound like that. Just from the get-go, didn't sound like anything she would have done back then, I guess.
And I really don't know how we can trust either of them at this point. Like, it's gonna be very difficult for Nokia to gain my trust because he's literally living with her. And I did see them kind of like run to his hut, but now they're probably like even well, even more secretive because it has a secret underground spot. There's plenty of things you could build under there and we wouldn't even know. So, I don't know what to do about them. But I think there's one thing we should probably do in any case.
But frankly,
Surprised they banished it in all which school.
they have. It was completely deleted. When I was younger, I never knew why. There were pages missing in most of the libraries. I always asked my parents. I was upset because I thought it was disrespectful to rip up a book. But they told me that it was because the information in those pages wasn't safe for me. And I always wondered what that information was. And when I was a little bit older, maybe like 9 or something, that's when I heard about the Blood Coven, but I wasn't sure if it was real.
Like what?
I think we need to team up. Stick
I
together.
mean-
We both have power. We both have power from the Nether. Maybe we could
Yeah.
even get Marling and Fishy and KJ on our side. I mean, they don't like her anymore. They're certainly against her. We just need to convince them to be able to use their powers or strength or whatever they have against her.
I mean, I imagine especially Merling, it'd probably be hard to do that.
Yeah. Although I know Fishy can shapeshift, so maybe even like he could disguise as Nokia or just blend in with his surroundings and get information for us.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter who else joins us, we need to team up. Because the most likely they're going to do is they're going to team up and fight against us.
I heard about it being powerful and dangerous. I heard villages accusing me of being a part of it. I never actually knew what it was, though. But I always had a feeling that that's what those ripped pages contained.
That proves your power even more. I'm surprised you got that far with the knowledge. Most people hear the name, know it's some dangerous, or believe it's some dangerous magic that should never be touched by anyone, but it's this powerful thing. Think about it. With my form of magic, combined with your skills of magic, it could be unstoppable.
So we need to be prepared.
And I at least have some basic knowledge of what the magic Faye uses could be. I don't know everything, but I can at least get the basic idea.
At one point, even if in a spar on you, so maybe you have a way you can protect yourself.
Yeah, at the very least, I can get probably most of her magic down. I don't know anything. I don't know some of the more recent stuff she learned. I don't know, but maybe.
I mean, you probably don't even know she turned that chicken into human. She didn't even mean to do it, so I don't even think she really knows.
Yeah. I don't know. I just hope things don't. I just hope things don't really escalate too far.
I hope everyone realizes that what they're doing is kind of stupid and they just stop. Because I really don't want to have to go through another war. That was not fun, and you probably don't want to go through a war either.
Finally get revenge.
We could.
Yes.
Well, I will say this. There's more people than just this town I've always inched to get revenge on.
Nah, just...
But we probably have to use violence on her because it's the only way to settle her.
I don't know if I'd be able to really do that. Like, I know you guys have your own past and history, grudges, whatever. But just to me, no matter what, even before I guess died, like even before then, all I could think of when I looked at her was just the kid that she used to be.
But starting with this town, obviously.
I could give you a taste of that magic too.
Is that why? So, you're a part of the Blood Coven. Why do you wear the colors of psychological coven for legal purposes so that, they don't, come after you?
So I don't really think I'd really be able to do anything, really.
Yeah.
I mean, especially considering this is sort of my fault this is happening, because she probably wouldn't have been all mad and upset if I just told the truth from the beginning.
But also, like, you didn't want to hurt her. And it's not your fault she overreacts all the time.
If I went around in traditional Blood Coven robes, I would be murdered on sight.
I figured. Do you actually know psychological magic? That's my curiosity.
I mean, I wouldn't be wearing the robes if I didn't.
Interesting. Intriguing, might I say. Well,
So I think you're not in the wrong here. And I hope she comes to realize that she's in the wrong and comes to grips with the situation. Before anything else gets worse, because who knows? We don't even know what kind of magic Nokia has, which is a big disadvantage. But I think if we try hard enough, we can work together.
I think so, yeah.
Well, I look forward to working with you, Ash.
Me too.
I like the sound of this blood coven. I like the sound of the blood god. And I love the sound of revenge.
My heart.
I would like to learn more about what kind of specific magic you guys use.
You've seen this room we're going back in.